The 2-year reign of Angie Ridgewell, some could say was a comedy of errors, but in your case, this was almost a tragedy, wasn't it? Could you tell us about it?
Yeah, I had a partner that passed away, and the council see that it was appropriate to move in a family that wasn't a very nice family, had caused problems in several of the houses that they'd lived in within the borough, to actually live in a private accommodation which was being paid by the council and social services to basically reign terror amongst the people that lived in Crouch Road. Because of what I was going through, I was obviously quite weak and broken anyway by losing my partner, and to actually have a mother of several children turning around and supporting her children with the threats of having me evicted because she knew certain people in the council, threatening to set fire to my house, throwing rocks and that at my car, police not being able to even arrest them for it, and the council sitting back taking no note. Obviously, with whatever I tried, even with a sit-down protest in the council to say, please listen, this is what's happening, I can't cope with much more, it obviously got to the situation that I snapped due to my children being threatened. I was obviously arrested, allegations were made that wasn't completely true. I've not denied I did kick in the door, but at the same time, if the council had done their job properly and done their risk assessments as they were supposed to, and they were supposed to put ASBOs onto the family, and obviously have regular tests done on the mother that was said that was going to be done and wasn't done, then obviously the situation wouldn't have happened, you know. I mean, there was not just my family, but other families in this area that are going through difficulties. We've got a young family that's obviously got terminally ill children. We've got other children that are disabled within the road, elderly people, and it was just absolute hell to live here. And obviously, thanks to the council, I went through 9 months of sheer hell without my children.
So you were arrested and charged with aggravated burglary and 2 other charges. Your children were placed into care,
yeah, and
you were then eventually bailed, not nearby, is that correct?
No, there was a hostel in Southend, but it wasn't convenient for me to be put in the hostel in Southend because I would have been able to have my children. So it was basically put to Reading. I had a hell of a journey to get backwards and forwards to see my children. I didn't very much have the support of social services as I would have liked from them. The social worker that was put in charge wasn't a very nice one. I was concerned my children were split up. They'd already lost their father, they'd just lost their mum due to the fact I had the breakdown, and they also lost each other. So for 9 months of that time they were split apart from each other, where it's took me near enough the same amount of time to get them used to living together again and being a part of a family again. So
the incident happened in July 2007, it came to court in
January
2008.
Yeah.
5-day, 6-day trial. What happened at the end of the trial?
I was actually acquitted, which was a nice relief for my children. Quite a bit of a celebration there because we knew we'd finally be able to get our lives back together, but not the case. I had a bit of a fight to get my children back out of care. Still to this day I'm considered as a bad parent because I snapped and had a breakdown due to the bereavement of my partner and the situation I was put in by the neighbours from hell. And I'll always get that outlook now that I am a bad parent because I couldn't hold onto what I should have held onto due to no support from the area that it should have been given from, and obviously due to the mess ups that Angela Ridgewell and her team done. If they had listened in the first place, the situation would never have happened. It was a situation